Hi friends, this video is exclusively for those of you who do not speak Spanish but that like Latin food. So I'm gonna explain to you what these things are. These are plantains, as a lot of you know probably, and this and this is exactly the same thing, but this has been ripening in a paper bag. I had it in here because here in California it takes forever for them to ripen. And this is what we're going to do. With these green ones, you can make tostones that you have seen them in the menus of Cuban restaurants, Puerto Rican restaurants, Panamanians, Nicaraguan restaurants, and places like that. And you can do platanitos fritos too that look like this, and you have seen them also in stores. So that's with a green plantain. So you have to peel it and fry it. This is in between. This one is in between, and this one is ready to fry. Once you fry it, this is going to be very sweet, and we usually serve it with rice and beans, ropa vieja, picadillo, you name it, any number of dishes. And this is obviously a banana. In some places they call this a plátano, but for us this is a banano or banana. And this is a plátano macho, and this is a plátano maduro, a ripe plantain. And this is a green plantain, obviously, and this is in between. So I wanted to explain that to you before I kept going, because a friend of mine that I've known for over 20 years was asking me, can you make sweet plantains? And he wanted to actually see how it is that I make them. And I've made them a ton of times for him and a few other friends. So I thought that some of you might benefit from this, or you might want to know how we make it. This is like secondhand to us. We grew up with this and we more or less know what to do with them. So let's get started. So for this, what we're going to do is I'm gonna need 2 knives. You can do it with one, but better be safe than sorry. I'm using this, it's like a 5-inch knife, and the cutter. So what we normally do is cut the end of the plantain, put it aside, and then we cut the other end. Then what we're going to do is we're going to run, let's see, here, I don't know if you can see, just the tip of the knife, and that has to go all the way through the skin. And now we're going to peel it. We're going to peel the plantain. Hopefully it will come off easily. These plantains are from Guatemala, and I had luck with them. They are actually really good. And they're very slippery, so be careful with them. See, sometimes this happens. What's going on here? I think that they put something in the plantain to ripen them faster, but see, don't worry about it. It's all fine. And this to me is very valuable, is the skin. And then the skin is actually going to hold the plantain. So now I'm gonna clean that little bit, and that's that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in an angle. In the stores, they sell them frozen, and the pieces they make about 4 pieces or 5 pieces out of something like this. And I absolutely do not like them at all. So I'm gonna cut this first one like that. I'm gonna put it there. And then I'm going to cut them into slices that are somewhat thin. See? And I'm using the skin. And you see from this, I got about 16 slices like this. And it's better to cut them a little bit thick, but not too thick, because they're going to lose some liquid, I suppose, when we are frying them. And if you cut them too thin, they're going to be difficult to turn around, or darle la vuelta, to turn them over. So it's better to cut them that thickness, if you will. So now we're going to fry them. What I have is the oil, and the oil that I'm using is canola oil. Try to use an oil that doesn't have any flavor. For instance, I wouldn't use extra virgin olive oil on that. That is too strong, and it's not going to turn out very good. Most people in Latin America are going to use corn oil. So it's been used for thousands of years, and it's a safe oil to use, but canola works really good. Grape oil or sunflower oil works very well too. The plantains love very hot oil, so preheat it in medium-high heat and test it with a small piece of plantain. If you see bubbles around the plantain, it is ready to start frying them. Once you put some 8 or 9 slices in the oil, it's gonna take about 3 minutes on that side to get golden. Then, once you see that the edges start to brown, you can start turning them over. The longer you brown them, the sweeter they will turn. But be careful, because they will burn very quickly once they are brown. The first time you make them, be conservative with the level of goldenness, because once you remove them from the pan, they will continue to cook for about a minute, and they will turn a darker tone of brown or golden. That's the first batch, and they look good to me. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Maybe I missed something. And you're welcome to subscribe and to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Here we have the sweet fried plantains. Usually you will eat them as a side dish with picadillo cubano, gallo pinto, chicken, or pork. But you can also eat them alone with queso fresco or any other cheese of your choice. Enjoy. Ciao, I will see you in the next video.